Hello, good morning. This is Unit 9. First of all, I would like to say a few words about midterm. Generally, very good. It was very interesting reading your answers. However, if someone had a technical problem during the exam, or could not attend any plausible reason, please contact the dean office. And if you miss midterm, then you will have a chance to retake midterm later on in May by applying to test center. For Unit 10, there's going to be a reading. It's a short story. It's called The Black Cat. It's by Edgar Allan Poe. And I would suggest you to start reading by now so you'll be ready for Unit 10. I hope we're going to meet for Unit 10 anyway. So, now, Unit 9, Riders of a Purple Sage by Zane Grey. Why I choose that? Because it is about the Mormons. And now we'll go through who are they and why they're settled over there in the West Coast in Utah. So, these novels by Zane Grey crystallize a set of symbols for the American West in the minds of his million of readers. He infused the frontier myth with vivid imaginary of a sublime and beautiful landscape inhabited by heroic cowboys, deadly gunmen, polygamous Mormons, and noble Indians. So, let's speak about the Mormons. So, we extensively spoke about Puritans, and now we go into the Mormons. So, the Mormons are also called the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints. So this is the official name of the Mormon Church and was founded in USA by Joseph Smith in 1830. From an original group of 6, it has grown to a worldwide following of 14 million. So in Mormon they worship, they use both Bible and their own text, which is the Book of Mormon, which tells the story of God's dealing with the ancient inhabitants of the American continent, including a visit by the risen Jesus to the people of a new world. So, Mormons believe God and human being are the same basic stuff, but at the different levels of progressive development. Why make them so controversial is that the Mormon doctrine is anti-abortion. The church is also opposed to gay marriage and believes homosexuality is a sin. Unmarried sexual acts, pornography, gambling, tobacco, consuming alcohol, tea, coffee, and the use of drugs are banned. According to the church and the founder, who is Joseph Smith, he received a revelation from God in the 1820s. First through an angel and then through a book inscribed on golden plates. He then translated the plate into the Book of Mormon. So, the formal foundation of the church came in Fayette, New York State in 1830 and rapidly grew with many, many followers. Just 7 years after the church was set up, it was sending missionaries across the whole Atlantic. Why Mormons were persecuted? Many of the modern Mormons community in America can trace their ancestry back at the time, including Mitt Romney, and in 2012, a U.S. presidential candidate whose grandfathers Miles and Elizabeth were converted in Preston in Lancashire and emigrated to the United States of America to swell the rank of the early community. So most Mormon families spend about 3 hours of their local community each Sunday. And they set out from Nauvoo in April 1846, but they were forced to spend several months camped along Missouri River between Iowa and Nebraska. When spring came, young and an advanced group of 143 men and 3 women and 2 children left the winter camp and headed for their final destination. Despite warnings about the region's unsuitability for agriculture and the hostile Native Americans living near the smaller freshwater Utah Lake, the Mormons were drawn to the low population in Salt Lake Valley. So, no matter where Mormons live, they find themselves part of a network of mutual concern. In Mormon theology, everyone is a mystery of a kind. Everyone is empowered in some way to do good to others, and they have to do good done unto them. It is a 21st century covenant of caring. This caring is not limited to church members alone, but extends far beyond. So, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints was founded in the 19th century America and has over 12 million members worldwide, including 190,000 in UK. The Church is centered in Christ, but has substantial differences in between in the belief of Catholic, Protestant, Orthodox Christian churches. Here we have a picture of a landscape, and below contains a summary of a book made simple, and it is quite interesting. And then you can read the passage that you find on Moodle. And in order to have easy reading, you can use a list of vocabulary I prepared that you also can find on Moodle. Now, let's talk about the quiz. So, it is divided into 2 main parts. One is regarding the expedition corps of volunteers from Northwest Discovery, and the other part is regarding the Mormons. So, who were the leaders of expedition corps of volunteers from Northwest Discovery? So, they were a lead, and the team was led by Lewis and Clark. These 2 military commanders made the first overland expedition undertaken by the United States, and which extend from the Pacific coast and back. Which is the date which marked the end of the Indian War? So the date which marked the Indian War is 1890. Sioux Indians were the last tribes to be defeated at Wounded Knee, a date which marked the end of the Indian Wars. Which are the states which have not pursued a policy with Native Americans that sought to restrict them to the confines of reservation? So, it means what? What is the meaning of this? So, usually Native American, at the moment, they are confined in reservations, while the only 2 states which did not pursue this policy of put them into confined reservation are Alaska and Hawaii, which are the only 2 states in the United States that have not pursued a policy with Native Americans that sought to restrict them to the confines of reservations. What is the official name of the Mormon Church? So we just said is the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints. This is the official name of the Mormon Church. So, who was the founder of Mormons? So the founder of Mormon is Joseph Smith, and he founded in 1830. What is the nickname given to the miners and other persons who took part of the California gold rush? So they were called the 49ers. So because that was the year that everyone rushed to California to find gold. So the answer is 49er is a nickname for miners and other person who took part in the 1849 California gold rush. Which of the below sentences do not belong to the Code of West? So, which does not belong is talk less and say more. So this is the correct one. Complete the sentence is regarding a song that is like the anthem of cowboy. And so the sentence is, oh, give me a home. And then complete with where the buffalo roam. So that's the correct one. What is the meaning of drove of saggy? So the drove of saggy is an expression that you find in the book. And the drove of saggy is a large number of untidy, rough people. And then the last one is, who is Lassiter? So Lassiter is Jim Lassiter, is the main character of the Rider of the Purple Sage. And he is what? He is a mysterious gunman.